It's not easy being a PC gamer these days because Battlefield 6 console gamers are actually attacking crossplay now. Basically, Battlefield devs have basically announced there will be no console crossplay. And what that means is that PlayStation and Xbox cannot team up together without PC in the pool. So console-only lobbies will not exist. Turning off crossplay equals you're locked to your own platform. So let's say if you're a PlayStation gamer on Battlefield 6, you're only going to be able to play with PlayStation gamers if you turn off crossplay. If you're an Xbox gamer, you're only going to be able to play with Xbox. And if you turn off crossplay on PC, you'll only be playing PC players. Basically, console gamers are furious because, you know, they want to be able to play with their friends on Xbox or PlayStation together and just exclude PC. Because obviously there's been a lot of hackers. Devs are now, if you watch my previous video talking about hacking, how basically the hacks that are going to be affecting Battlefield 6 can only be run on PC. Sure, they're going to be trying to thwart them with anti-cheat software and all that sort of stuff. But ultimately, at the end of the day, guys, there's no getting around it. There will be hacks for Battlefield 6. There will be hackers. And PC gamers are kind of getting the brunt of the bad comments and discussion around it. Some are even going as far as to cancel their pre-orders because of no console-only crossplay. So many online doing the same. We're just sick of being target practice for hackers that can see through walls and have aimbots. Battle Plus obviously says, you know, you can still play with platforms, not just PS5 and Xbox lobbies as of now. Guys, I recommend you come follow me on X as well. Come join us on X. I'm usually retweeting Battlefield gaming news, all that sort of stuff throughout the day, handheld gaming news. So come follow me on X. If you're on X, that is. Come say hi. Send me a tweet. You say, hey, Blaze. And send me a DM if you have any questions or whatever. Come say hi, hang out. Let's hang out and share gaming news and talk about gaming news together on X. Blaze2kx on X. There it is. Link in the description. And also, if you're feeling generous, feeling kind today, you want to send the karma and receive the karma, then consider clicking like and subscribing and clicking the bell icon. Also, check the links down below for some really cool deals. If we have any cool Battlefield related stuff and content, definitely go check that out. But yeah, this is just a video just to get your opinion on what you think. Are you going to be picking up Battlefield 6 on PC? Are you picking it up on console, Xbox, or PlayStation 5? And how do you feel about crossplay? Now, I'm going to get into my opinions on crossplay. I think crossplay is a great thing. As a PC gamer, I feel like we've been taking a lot of the brunt when it comes to hackers, not just on Battlefield, but across the spectrum in different games. Because as you know, PC, unfortunately, hackers, the ones that do hack, are mainly on PC. But here's where, listen, we're not all hackers. The majority, like probably 99.9% of PC gamers are not hackers, all right? It's not easy to install hacks on your PC. You basically have to disable your entire PC security, disable secure boot, something that you need to do basically. Basically, you have to enable secure boot to basically run Battlefield 6. First of all, that's a new requirement for Battlefield 6. You have to enable that, and that's like that's motherboard level sort of security at that, and CPU level security. So that's good, and I'm glad they're making that a requirement for PC gaming now. But you also have to disable all your antivirus, anti-firewall, all the safety features of Windows. I looked into it. I even tried as an experiment for a video to download hacks for Call of Duty once, and it was an absolute nightmare. You're basically opening your PC up for a malware and to be hacked. And let's be honest, the Battlefield 6 is a $60, $70 game. So if you get hacked or banned, your account banned on this, that's $70 down the drain. So all right off the bat, there's not going to be a lot of people that, first of all, are going to want to disable every security feature of their computer, make it completely open to hackers. I mean, it was hackers that made this hack for Battlefield, if it does exist, which I'm sure it does right now, and I'm sure it will be eventually. First of all, you have to open up your PC to those hackers to basically run this hack, and you have to risk losing $70. Now, remember, Battlefield 6 isn't a free-to-play game. Once Battlefield released their free-to-play Battle Royale game, that's where I think we'll see most hackers, okay? So, because you know, hackers can basically create a brand new account, jump into the Battle Royale game for free. There's no paid access, and if their account gets banned, they'll just basically sign up again with a new account and then jump back in with new, you know, with their hacks again. So there's like there's no risk for them essentially on a free-to-play game. I think hacking is going to be really hard. It's going to be expensive if you get banned, and it's not a case of if you get banned, it's when you get banned. Every hacker gets banned. They ban waves of hackers at a time, so I don't recommend hacking. First of all, like I said, I've even tried as an experiment to install hacks on Windows, and it is a massive pain in the ass. I'm a very tech savvy person, and even I didn't feel comfortable doing all the stuff they asked me to do to install the hack and run the hack. I don't even think I got to the point of like getting it to run because it was just too much. I didn't want to risk that on my gaming PC. And like I says, for a game like Battlefield 6, at least a core game, the multiplayer, you know, you're not going to want to risk $70. So the pool of hackers, if anyone even does want to hack, you know, it's going to be extremely small, and you have to pay for hacks. A lot of these hacks now are like subscription costs as well, so you have to pay a subscription, disable all security, open yourself in your network up to like hackers and anyone, disable all the security features. You can install malware, you know, and basically harvest all your data and your passcodes and your passwords and God knows what. It's not safe. You have to pay them money to do it, and you risk getting your game banned and losing $70. The pool of people that do that on PC gaming is extremely, extremely small. A couple of idiots here and there, and again, like I says, we will get banned. It's not a case of if, it's a case of when. And like that's to prove my point. It's just, you know, I would not worry about hackers on this game. They will be dealt with. But we're seeing a lot of hate now from the console community on PC gaming because obviously you can only hack or run hacks on a PC, and it's sad. As a PC gamer, I like crossplay. I want to be able to play with console gamers. Sure, maybe if you want to maybe force, you know, I think they already do this, but I think right now they pair gamepad players with other gamepad players. Like earlier I was playing Battlefield 2042 on my Steam Deck, streaming it to my Steam Deck, and I think I was getting paired with console players, PlayStation players that all had, you know, gamepads. And when I'm playing Battlefield 2042 with a mouse and keyboard on my gaming PC, when I'm sitting here, I get paired with mouse and keyboard players. You know, honestly, there's a lot of gamepad players that have gamepads, obviously, that are just as good, if not better, than a lot of mouse and keyboard players. Let's be honest. A lot of the most professional, the best players in the world have gamepads. So, you know, even with that disparity, it's not like there's a massive gap in playstyle and skill in general, in my opinion, from what I've seen. Someone says acting like Cronus doesn't exist. So Cronus, if you don't know, it's basically a little device that you put, I believe, above your monitor, and it gives you like some sort of aim assist. It's a form of cheating that works on consoles. So let's not forget that exists. Someone says, oh well, that's how gaming is done now. If anything, they should do input only, X-Play, controller v controller, keyboard versus mouse, keyboard versus mouse. That's not a bad thing for PlayStation players, considering that it's easy to mask PC as an Xbox. Now it will suck for Xbox because they'll definitely have more cheaters, because PC players will trick the system into thinking they're also on console. As a console player, this is a fat L. Let's hope the anti-cheat works good. Don't like it. Hopefully they listen to the community and make console only the default. I'll just play on my platform then. There's no need to get frustrated with possible cheaters and people with unlimited credit card debt rigs. Why I don't buy PvP games on console anymore. If I'm forced to play with cheaters on PC anyway, I might as well get the better resolution and FPS. If you do turn off crossplay, queue times and match quality will suck ass since crossplay is on by default. Do people really care that much? I take a loss to be able to play with someone on any platform, assuming that's the issue. Like it is that you assume that you lose more versus PC. Is that a thing? Fine by me. PlayStation is where the largest pool of players is, so crossplay off it is. Good, don't want aim assist console players in PC lobbies, someone says. Quite right. Nothing wrong with this. If you want to play limited people like that, you will be limited to playing by people like you. You get exactly what you asked for and the console war continues. That's a lot of people now cancelling pre-orders or just straight up not getting it. Smart move, EA. Screw it, crossplay on. Don't worry, fam. I'll be there for the res. My KD will be crap, but those paddles are going to stay hot. At Battlefield, at EA Dice, cancelling my pre-order. Let me know in the comments what you think, guys. Obviously, like I says, I'm a big fan of crossplay, purely because I've been a PC gamer for a long time, never cheated. I tried to install cheats to make a video about it, but then thought, you know what, screw this, I'm not risking getting malware and having all my data hacked. I'm not going to do it. The video's not worth it. Probably not going to make much money off the video anyway, so didn't end up doing it. But yeah, I've never been a hacker, never wanted to cheat, never wanted to do all that crap. But I like crossplay because I remember playing PC multiplayer games, COD games, Battlefield games in the past. Even if you look at Battlefield 4, Battlefield 3 now, which never had crossplay back in the day, there's barely any players on them anymore, and it saddens me because I want to go back. I want to go back and play Battlefield 3. I want to go back and play Battlefield 4. I want to go back and play Call of Duty Modern Warfare, COD 4, and Modern Warfare 2, the original games that came out on PC back in the day. And I cannot do that because there's no servers anymore. Barely anyone plays them on PC. Whereas if those games did have crossplay, you know, all these years later, decades later, I wanted to hop onto an old classic nostalgic game like Modern Warfare 2 when it came out. You know, if it had crossplay, there'd still be a decent pool of players still playing it, thanks to people on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3, Xbox 360. And that's where the beauty of crossplay lies, in the fact that, you know, games, and especially multiplayer games, they live on a lot longer because you've got a larger pool of people still playing them. And if you do decide to revisit a game 10 years down the line, you know, you still know there's going to be a bunch of old classic retro console holdouts are still playing those multiplayer games on their old consoles. I watched a video of a guy who still only plays on Xbox 360. I can't remember the video, but he has a little desk with a little drawer. He pulls out his gamepad, pulls out his Xbox 360 games, opens the case, puts the game in his Xbox 360 disk drive, loads up Modern Warfare 2, and he's still able to find some lobbies. As a PC gamer, playing an old game, at least from that time period, it's kind of hard to find lobbies and find people to play with. Really hard. Because people just, you know, the player base on PC is just smaller. I think that's going to change going forward, because as we're seeing, hardware is becoming less and less, you know, basically Sony wants to get out the hardware business at this point. Xbox wants to get out the hardware business. It's all about games and services now, and they just want to reach gamers wherever they are, whether it's your smart TV, whether it's your phone, cloud streaming, all that, or whether you have a gaming PC. You know, we're starting to see PlayStation, Xbox put all their games on PC, play each other's platforms, as we saw with Helldivers 2 coming to Xbox and Gears of War coming to PlayStation and Forza, etc. You know, it's all about play what you want anywhere you want. They make all the money, make more money, and yeah, I think crossplay is essential, and I think crossplay is here to stay. And if you don't like it, that sucks. But I think all in all, it's a good thing. I think hacking is going to become less and less prevalent. And again, for Battlefield 6 specifically, guys, I wouldn't worry about hacking for the main game on multiplayer. I wouldn't bash PC players. Like I said, it's such a small fraction of a fraction of PC players that are going to hack, and especially on the multiplayer side, you do still have to pay $70 for each copy, and your account gets banned. It's a big loss. You risk getting hacked, obviously, and you have to pay for the hacks to use them, and there's always that risk your account gets hacked, maybe an account you've had for 10 plus years. So, you know, just keep that in mind. Not all PC gamers are hackers. We're not all bad people. We just want to play games like you and have fun, and we want to play with our friends on console. So yeah, please keep that in mind and try not to hate on us. But yeah, guys, let me know your opinions down below in the comments. I'm Blaze2K. Love you. I appreciate you. Have a great weekend. Please like, subscribe, click the bell icon. Check the links down below for some cool stuff, especially the Arctis 7P and 7X headset. The best gaming headset you can buy. It's wireless, it's got Bluetooth, it's got a Wi-Fi dongle for low latency, 38 hours battery life, it's got a built-in retractable headset that goes inside the ear cup. It's super comfortable, and you can find it using the links down below. I'm Blaze. See you in the next one. Have a great day.
Let's go.